Welcome to West Coast Wednesday here on Prospectors Radio with Kathleen Biffle, Rich Cooley, Scott Swiftwater Toney, Indiana Gold Hunter, Dennis Dayton, and your host, Tim Grimes. We hope you enjoy the show, and thanks again for listening.
All right, everybody, welcome back to another West Coast Wednesday here on Prospector Radio. Hope everybody's having a great week so far. It's been pretty nice here, so I must say we are. So, without further ado, joining me tonight, first off, we got Mr. Rich Cooley. How are you, Rich?
Pretty good. How's everyone tonight?
Doing good, man. Getting a little rain down there, are you?
Yeah, we're having rain and then weather in the 40s and 50s.
Oh, well,
you know, it comes and goes, and you had 2 or 3 days of 70s, and then you get down to 40s and 50s. Looks like the rest of the week's probably going to be 40s and 50s, so it's actually not too bad outside.
Right. I mean, think about it.
But it's wet. I mean, the soil is just so muddy. It's so wet.
Yeah, just think, man, we're going into March just tomorrow. So,
yeah.
So we're...
Is it really?
Yeah, March 1st.
Yeah,
tomorrow,
pretty soon
dude.
it's ready to rock and roll.
Yeah, I mean, spring is just around the corner
now.
So.
As soon as it hits 50s and 60s, I'll be back in the water.
And
hopefully.
Don't the daylight savings time kick in like March 11th or something this
I'm
year?
not sure.
I think so. I know, like now when I get to work, it's actually kind of light out. It's not pitch black. So
yeah, the time is changing. Yeah,
days are getting a little longer.
As for the daylight,
yeah.
11th.
Is it the 11th, Kathleen?
Yeah, it's the 11th.
See, so
cool.
we got 11 days.
So that means the show will be later?
Yeah, we spring ahead.
Yeah, Arizona time changes. Well,
oh,
we
Scott's
change. They don't.
Okay, so
spring
it'll be,
forward, yeah.
So
it'll
instead
still
of
be
2 hours, it's 3 hours, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, so it'll be later for Scott.
Yeah.
So you'll have plenty of time then, Scott.
Yeah, that's no doubt. I'll have plenty of time to get
So
here
basically, instead of 9 o'clock, it'll be 10 o'clock for Scott then.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah, so that'll work better for me. He won't be having to rush and fly home and stuff. That'll work a lot better. So, yeah, so 11 days. We spring ahead. Sweet. That's a good sign, ain't it, Rich?
Yeah, sure is.
That means
I'm ready to spring into action.
you're ready.
Like I was telling you guys earlier, I might have to test my dredge out a little earlier if I can, quietly in the neighborhood.
How do you quietly test the dredge in the neighborhood?
Kind of quietly, but we have these big culverts in our neighborhood that are like almost overflowing with water, and I might have to pump some water out of it. So I might just dump the dredge in one of them and fire it up and see what happens.
Oh.
That'd be something. He's going to be in the newspaper. You know he is.
Probably. Yeah, or on the
Dredging
local
in
news.
a culvert, yeah.
Now, Rich, you got a couple dredging spots already picked out for when you're getting ready to jump, or you've thought about it?
Regular places, but I'm going to advance into a different place down in Virginia this year. Probably going to end up joining the Central Valley chapter down in Virginia with a couple of the other people from Delaware Valley chapter, and then Darth and a couple other friends. We're going to join in down there, and hopefully going to start going down there to their places.
Oh, cool.
Cool.
So that'll be a place, and then I'm still going to hit, of course, Ohio, and hopefully get out to Indiana a couple times, hopefully, and
yeah,
I got a couple other trips planned. We'll see what happens with them. So
yeah,
I don't want to
I've
myself, but
I've never dug in Virginia.
No,
just get gold in Virginia.
Yeah,
You know, we used to get down to Contrary Creek down there, but and it's still okay. It's just that the water is so red, acidic.
I would love to try.
Running a 4-wheeler down there and running your stuff in there, it eats the paint off the rims, and it gets your clothes. You might as well just throw your clothes away or save them for the next time you go down because it turns them red.
Wow.
Now,
It smells like
can you only
sulfur.
high bank or can you dredge?
Oh, you can dredge in high bank down there. Yeah.
You'd like to try that, Kathleen? You said.
Yeah.
I would.
But it might.
Yeah. So we're looking for places down there. Possibly Darth was saying, we'll have to see what happens. Maybe we can hook something up. We'll just have to get in there and see what we can do
Cool.
Oh, there
for
you go.
future events or something, maybe. So We don't know. We'll just have to test the waters and see
That's
what we.
not a bad drive for you either, is it?
Well, it's still 4 and a half hours, no matter how I look at it.
Yeah.
But I guess it's better than driving 6 to Ohio.
Right.
So
Right.
Yeah.
yeah, it's closer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's closer, and that's makes it a little
Yeah.
easier for you, especially if you want to do a day trip, right?
Yeah. Well, I don't do
You don't
day
do
trips
day
over 3
trips.
hours. Anything over 3 hours, I don't do a day trip.
Man.
It's
Yeah,
at
that's
least
how
2
we are.
days.
Yeah, that's rough. I know. That's a lot of driving.
It's not worth it. I mean, it's not worth it to fall asleep at the wheel. It's not worth it
No,
for
No.
me to do that.
No.
To leave on a Friday and come back Sunday morning.
it's easier
know,
for you. Mm-hmm.
I really don't like to do that, but that's kind of acceptable when you're heading 4 hours away.
Mm-hmm. No, it makes
When
sense
you're
to
heading
me.
6 hours away, you at least want to spend 3 days there.
Right.
No doubt. No doubt.
Right. Makes a lot of sense doing that. Well, Rich, man, I'm glad everything's going good, brother.
All right, I'm fighting the cold, but hopefully I'll be better here soon.
Soon, because
Hopefully better by my hog hunt.
I was going to say soon because you're getting ready to go on a trip. So
Yeah, probably next weekend.
yeah,
I think it's next weekend I'll be heading out.
you have to keep us posted. Let us know how many hogs you get. You
Yeah, well,
call in during the show. Say I've got 10 of them or something.
Where's he? Where are you going hogging at?
I'm going down to Jasper, Texas.
Oh man, you're gonna. Oh my gosh,
Jasper, Texas.
they're running
So
around
just-
like field mice.
Are they really?
Yeah, there's supposed to be a ton of them down there, so hopefully we can rent a U-Haul trailer and bring a bunch of them back home. So we'll see what happens.
Well, if you get a signal, call in and let us know how it's going down there. Okay?
Yeah. I got to figure out. I mean, I think we're heading out. Yeah, I got all next weekend. I think next Saturday we're heading out. I think.
Mhm.
So I might be down there Sunday evening.
Okay.
No, I just would have call in from down there. Hopefully, if we have a signal,
Okay.
and then we'll start hunting probably either Sunday or Monday. I don't know. Depends.
Then you're hunting all week?
We don't know yet. Depends on how many we get.
Okay. Well, maybe give us a call Wednesday night, too, and let us know how,
Yeah.
how it's
Yeah,
progressing.
we'll see. Yep.
Yeah, it sounds
Oh,
good.
he's gonna get one for sure.
He'll probably get a bunch.
Not just one. I'm not going all that way for one hog.
All right. That's a long ways to travel for one.
Yeah,
Well,
like
it's-
19.
It's funny because there's several articles and some Facebook posts actually that show how Texas is really getting overran with them.
Ew.
Well, they say the hogs they can have a couple litters a year, so
Yeah. So get down.
Now,
Stop. prospecting.
Kathleen, go
Sorry.
ahead. No, go ahead.
Hey,
Go ahead.
when you go down there, Rich, and let's say you get a bunch of them, do you process it down there, or do you have to strap it to your hood of your car and drive back with them?
What I would do is I would skin it and quarter it and put it on ice and then bring it home.
Ah,
Quartering it, I mean, take the leg, the front shoulders, hind quarters, and tenderloins and out, and back straps, of course, and bring them back home. Put them on ice, bring them back home, and then I'll process them here at home.
oh,
So we'll probably rent a U-Haul and get a kid's swimming pool, fill it up with ice, put it in there, and bring them home.
Nice.
Well, Rich, I'll give you.
See, that's what I was wanting to know. I'm like, how do you get that home?
It'll be a couple 1,000 pounds, hopefully.
Yeah.
Well, I'll give you some advice. Get the females, not the males.
How do you tell the difference?
I'm not going.
really?
Rich
I
is
don't know.
just shooting any of them. Hog's a hog.
That's right.
No time to check them. Just shoot them and stack them. Right? It's all it's all pork, I guess. I'm sure-
Well, how do you tell the difference, sir, Scott?
Well, they got a set of, balls
Yeah,
on.
What
yeah.
if you're not in a position to see where that is?
yeah, but why they're running or something or
Yeah.
Well, if you'll know the difference. The male is like you're going to look at like, oh, there's a big one, and that's not the one you want. You actually want the females because, like in the industry of pork, they'll tell you every time boar's meat stinks. It's not good because they haven't been castrated or anything when they were younger. That's why you castrate the male piglets when they're younger because that takes all the testosterone, all the action out of their meat.
yeah.
Mm.
So yeah, so if you,
Wow, I learn something new every day.
I do too.
Back on gold.
Back on gold off of hogs. Oh darn. Oh.
Well, good luck, Rich.
All right.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, Rich, thanks. Good luck. Have fun, brother. And we will be talking to you, I'm sure. All right.
No problem.
Also joining us, we got our West Coast connection, Mr. Scott Swiftwater. Tony, how are you, Scott?
Doing good, doing good. Glad to be here again. I had to do a little rushing, close early to get here, but you know what? As of the 11th, like you were talking about, that's going to end. So
Yeah.
I'll be really good then.
Heck yeah, that's going to make it nice for you. You know?
Yeah, and I got something coming up for you guys here on Radio Land. A gentleman come in today, and he knows that I'm a gold digger, and he's a business guy.
Okay.
And he said that he heard that somewhere here in Arizona, somebody found a lot of gold. Now, I don't know of this and haven't heard of it, and which is very surprising, because if somebody finds a lot of gold, I got stuff that comes through my Facebook like a funnel, asking questions and stuff like that, because usually I'll find out about it. But I'm going to look into this story
Okay.
and find out, what it was because he said he heard that somebody found a lot of gold. Now, like I said, I haven't heard anything. I haven't even caught a hint of it.
Was it that story about the gold mine you can buy outside of Scottsdale, maybe?
Did you hear about somebody hitting some gold inside that, or?
Well, I think that they bought it so cheap, and then they found out there's gold on there, a lot of gold, and now it's on the market for some phenomenal price.
That might have been it, but I thought he was talking about like somebody like me and you and every.
Oh, okay.
The average guy actually come up and found a lot of gold on something. But I'm going to do some.
It was the wandering buffaloes.
Yeah, do a little research.
They saw it on YouTube.
Yeah.
You gotta be in Arizona to find it here.
This guy found a pocket full of nuggets named Shad.
It's very possible, but it is possible still to this day to find a pocket of nuggets, because everywhere has not been dug. That's why they say gold's where you find it, because gold's been found in some really odd places.
I just wonder what they're calling a lot of gold, Scott. What this guy said that you're gonna have to find out some info, see what you can dig up on that.
But if he's saying a lot of gold, that's probably to us it'd be like 40 ounces, 50 ounces, something like that.
That would be nothing, a lot, yeah.
Not giants, a million ounces, nothing like that.
Right. Well, yeah. Heck yeah. Or it might just been a couple ounces, and that's still a lot. So you have to see what you can find out, though.
Yeah, I'm like I said, I'm going to be poking around this week, and if I hear anything, I'll bring the story back to you
as we questions and stuff, and see what you can find out. If you start investigating it, it's your area down there.
You're the mole.
Yeah, you're the mole.
You got that right.
In Arizona mole, you might be able to find out some West Coast insider stuff that ain't being reported, that Kathleen can't get her hands on. So
yeah, that's but I'm interested because it was funny. This guy, like a business guy, and not really somebody that would be in the know about people digging gold. But that was his first question when he came in. He goes, "Hey, did you hear about anybody finding a lot of gold yet?" And I'm like, "No." He goes, "I just heard the story like 2 days ago, and somebody found a lot." I'm like, I said, "That's kind of funny because I haven't heard the story yet." And I said, he goes, "Well, that's why I'm asking, because I knew you probably know." And I'm like, "No, I haven't even caught a wind of it yet."
No,
so,
I ain't heard nothing.
I haven't heard anything.
Not a word. And that's all my excuse me, newsfeed is.
I'm excited to find out, if it's true or not. And we never know. It could be a story, but if it is true, it'd be kind of interesting to find out who it was. And then I might do a little bit more poking around. And if they found it just like what we do, maybe get them on the old radio show on Wednesday night sometime and find out just what they were doing.
Yeah, maybe. Do some poking.
Yeah.
And see what you can find out, because I've heard nothing about it. So cool. All I keep seeing is about this chunk of land in Arizona that somebody bought for a huge amount of money, and nobody knows why. And it's like, what's up with that?
Yeah, they're building everywhere, and there's only certain directions here in Phoenix now that they can keep building because of the fact that Indian reservations are all around us. So land, there is some funny places about land, and I know there's a couple of patented gold mines or placer gold patented claims up north, but they also throw it in that, when they're selling this claim, and it is for sale, but they also throw it in and it's right in the path of the building, the growth of Phoenix. And, I'm like, okay, the gold's probably not too good. It's probably a land opportunity after that.
I guess this, what I keep hearing, is in like the middle of nowhere. It's like, and they bought all this land for nobody knows why.
You know what'd be cool though? If you could actually, if you think about this, it'd be really cool. You could buy enough land out here to just throw up a fake town, a fake Western town. And within a couple years, it would be stupid crazy, with people coming out to see it.
Probably, right?
Well, it's why people come out to the West, they still think about the cowboys and the wild horses and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's true.
So you never know.
You never know. Maybe that's what they're going to do, Scott. I guess it's possible. We'll keep listening and see what we can find out, man. Jeez. So how's your week been going, though? Good?
It's been flowing pretty good. This last Saturday, folks, let me tell you what. The barbecue business kicked Swiftwater's behind. It was, Sunday, my legs hurt so bad. They felt like they were bruising my calves. I was like, man, that was a lot of walking, a lot of working. But, hey, we made the grade. I pulled a new record for the store again. And it's starting to really go, and people are finding out where we are. And, it's just working. It just works. And I'm glad to be, a part of this store and making it work like that. Maybe Sunday I'll invest in something of my own in the same type of way, in the same fashion, or, open up, just like one of these, just maybe start a chain around here and open up my own store and still have them cook it. You never know.
Interesting. No, one of these days I'll get down there and check it out. I could just see what Arizona looks like in my mind, but I'd like to see it in real life, and because it don't sound like what I picture in my mind. So it's a fun place, let me tell you. And I'd like to apologize to a couple people if they're listening out there. What'd you do?
I'm not gonna mention any names, but there's been a couple people that's actually made a trip here to Arizona, and I have had, obviously, if you guys know, I've had no time to do anything. So, I haven't even got to get. I had a good friend from Canada that even come down, and he's been digging a little bit here the last week, and I still, he's dying for me to get out there. He'd come by and see me at the barbecue, but, there's just no time for me to get out there. So right now, if anybody's coming out to Arizona, if I get to see you, I'll be really, really lucky, and we're just going to keep it at that. So just like I said, I don't mind people contacting me and stuff like that, but just know my time is like just crazy, and it's really hard. So
just tell them to come get barbecue.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, right?
Then they can see you.
Stop
it. But where my barbecue is not in the middle of gold country, so they got to travel a little bit. I don't want them coming all that way just to eat a meal, but like I said, time's just really pressing right now. And I've still got my tape for my exhaust pipes and my forward controls for my bike that I haven't even put on. And I can't find the time because this job's just odd, 9 to 7. And right now, usually in Phoenix, around this time talking to you right now, it's still daylight. The sun, I can still see that where the sun's going down over here in the west, and it's still got the daytime glare. But then, you look towards the east and it's dark. So it's just a little bit past dusk is what I'd call it. But later on, man, the hours will be better, but it's also going to get hotter. But at least I'll have some extra time to kick some of this stuff in gear and get it all done. And that's what I'm waiting on.
Oh, cool, brother. Well, we're happy for you. We're glad you're doing good, and you made it here tonight. Well, thank you for being here, like always, Scott.
Thank you much.
You're welcome. And also joining us tonight, we got Miss Kathleen Biffle. How are you, Kathleen?
Doing great.
That dredge is looking great.
Yes. We finally got off the couch this weekend. Just all the rain and the winter just not working out for any type of trips for us. So it was kind of nice, and it got us in the mood to dress up our dredge.
See?
I seen it all shiny and new.
They look cool, don't they, Scott?
It's all in good fun. I know that the paint's probably not going to stay on it, but just like my Sharpie thing. I
Right.
decorated it last year.
But it's fun to do it.
It is fun.
And, right, it probably won't last us through the end of the season. But so what? We could do it again next year, different if we want, right?
Yeah. And they're floats. They're going to be in the water and
Getting rocks thrown on them and drug and
probably.
banged
Yep.
up. You
It's
know,
all in fun.
It is. It's all in good fun. It's just, let's have
And
fun.
see what Shad did to my floats?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, look cool.
They look...
It's no more bungees.
Oh, no, I didn't see that part.
No, I didn't see that
Oh.
part.
Yes.
Well, why didn't you
Shad will
take...
have to tell you what he did, but
Yeah, we'll get to
I'm
Shad.
looking forward to that this year.
He didn't post a good picture of that then, because I didn't see what he did.
Yeah, I didn't
I
see
tried-
that. I just seen him hanging from a tree,
Right.
but I didn't
Yeah.
notice.
Yeah, I tried to do a close up of what was still hanging from the tree, but you can see a little bit of it.
Yeah, I want to know what he did, 'cause
Okay.
I got to do it to mine.
Yeah, we want a picture just like you did with Shad's,
Yeah.
laying out like that.
Good picture, so we can
That'd be
see
a
what he
good
did.
picture, yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, awesome, Kathleen.
Now, we've only painted. We still have more to go.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Right. Now, right, yeah, you still got a lot to go.
Before we do
You just
phase 2.
Oh, phase 2. Oh, gosh, I can't wait to see what you're up to
There's
next.
a phase 2.
Is Shad's got phase 2 also coming, or is his done?
Yes, he's got phase 2 coming. Did you see the handle, though?
Yeah,
on
it
his?
looks good.
That looks really good.
It's looking really. That's why I said they're both looking really awesome. But I thought Shad's looked pretty much done, and yours,
He's got like a little finishing
Okay,
flair.
phase
He's gonna
2.
have some flair.
phase 2 flair, obviously.
I think the paint will just rub off on the bottom a little bit. I think everything else should stay pretty good.
It should.
I pretty much didn't paint the bottom because I knew it was
See,
gonna.
that's what I'm thinking. Not even
Right?
painting the bottom, because it's just going to get drug off the first time we
Right.
drag it across the creek. You know.
And I
That's-
didn't paint the inside of my box.
No, won't do that.
I'm still looking for the gold expanded metal though.
Kathleen.
What are you looking for again?
The zinc gold expanded metal. You know, stuff that comes
Why
in the keen
why
boxes.
zinc?
Because
This is gold.
it's gold colored. And it looks cool.
It's pretty.
Well, you could order that by the 4x8 sheet for relatively good, $100, I think.
I don't know. Shad's been on the
Shad's
lookout.
giggling over there.
I'm not ordering a 4 foot by 8 foot sheet.
Yeah, but
She
that's
needs it for her tiny little 2-inch backpack dredge.
Yeah. That's
What?
Yeah, but I
yeah.
can
Then the sheet
what?
kills
Build
you.
some other boxes.
You would think somebody
Shipping
would
kills
have
you.
some, laying around.
Yeah.
I mean, you really would. You'd think somebody listening would have a chunk laying there that they don't use. They pulled out and put hog mats in. Maybe I got a piece, Kathleen.
The gold?
Yeah,
I don't
give us
know.
the size, what you need.
Well, hers would be the same as mine, too.
Yeah.
Kathleen,
Well,
I'll
give me
have
a
to
size.
look. I don't know if mine had...
I got a couple pieces. I got a couple pieces laying around here, but I don't know if they're gold. I have to look.
Oh, well, I'm saying I might have had the gold in mine. I have to look. Because I pulled mine out, and I run hog mats, so I don't run that.
Are they 7 inches wide, or how
I
wide are
want
they?
I want the full length covered with one piece.
Mm-hmm. Oh, right, I don't know.
What is 10 inches?
Is it 10 or 8 1/4?
It could be 8 1/4. I don't know.
Shoot me a measurement.
Yeah, I'm kind of
Yeah.
thinking it's 8 1/4, Rich, or 8 1/8, something like that. I'd have to double check. I'll look tomorrow, Kathleen, and see what I got. I might just have the short piece. I don't know if we had the full length on them when they come new. Did yours? No, right?
No, I just had a little tiny.
I bet that's the
section.
same thing I got then too. Mm-hmm.
I think it's like 10 by 30
Okay.
inches.
Interesting.
Inches.
Well, we'll have to get a measurement and we'll see. Yeah, Rich may have
Yeah.
a piece of the zinc.
I'll see what I have.
Man. Yeah, because she wants the gold.
Yes, it's going to look really nice with the burgundy miner's moss.
Yeah, the gold goes good with the burgundy. And the gold floats.
Yeah, I'll have to see what I got. I don't know.
It'll
I
look
don't know
good.
if I have any of
That's-
the shiny
does
stuff.
it-
No.
Does that stay still shiny after you use it for a year, though?
Yeah.
No, but I just want it for dressing up my dredge.
And you can
Oh, well,
always...
just paint it.
I'm going to get a nice picture, and then I'm going to tear it up.
There you go. And see,
Yeah,
that's...
I would just paint it. I just paint my expanded metal then.
I guess you could do
Why
that.
you have like gold chips in your gold?
Oh, what if that happened? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. So maybe painting.
I'll be like, oh, look at that flake. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you see that brick we painted gold?
That's funny.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
I hope nobody thought it was real.
They did.
Yeah, you had a couple people that bid on it.
I seen that and I thought
They were
somebody's
waiting
drinking
for-
some beer.
That was funny, though. It was a good move. Good
They were
play.
waiting. How long did it take you to find that much? Yeah.
A year.
Actually, only about 10 seconds. Then I had to flip it over, so another 5 seconds.
I'm the one who painted it.
It looked good, though.
I thought so.
It was very deceiving. It could almost pass for one. Good job, guys. I can't wait to see phase 2 now. Yeah?
Yes, phase 2 is coming up.
Awesome.
I don't know how soon, but it's coming up.
Cool.
It'll be done by May
Okay. All right.
May 27th or 26th,
Okay.
right?
Phase 2. Spiffy.
Shad's gonna post pictures on the site.
Okay, good. Good.
We're done, right?
Oh, I didn't know if you wanted to do the, because we've been posting on Facebook
Right,
like
I've
as we
been seeing it
go.
on Facebook, not on the site. So yeah, you got to post them on the site so everybody here can see them.
Producer will do that.
Thank you, producer. Man. All right, and Kathleen, you got some news for us tonight?
I do have news.
Awesome, good. So we'll introduce our producer Shad, and then we'll kick it over to you, back to you for the news. Sound good?
Sounds good.
Awesome. Well, thank you for being here, Kathleen, as always. All right, and last but not least, we got our very own producer, Mr. Shad Biffle. How are you, Shad?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Doing good, brother. What's been happening?
Good.
That dredge is looking sharp. You're doing a good job.
Yeah, it's been fun.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a lot of cans of spray paint and primer and clear coat, but
But it's killing the time, right? Where you can't,
Yeah.
where you can't be in the
that's
creek.
giving us something to do, and
It is.
it's all in good fun, and we hope everybody else participates, and whether it's a dredge or some other piece of equipment.
Yeah.
So it'll be fun.
Just have fun
Get creative.
with it.
You can dress your dry washer.
At least you don't sound sick this week.
He sounds better, yeah.
Yeah, finally, little by little, I have moments, but
Yeah. Yeah,
whatever the heck this has been, it's horrible.
It's sticking around. It's not going away, is it?
I think all the kids have gotten it.
They got
One
it.
still has it.
Oh, they got it now. Jeez.
They're the ones who brought it home.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, they go to school and they bring that crap home.
I know Shad works from home. He doesn't go anywhere.
I know. So it wasn't Shad. It's the kids. The kids get it and bring it home. They go to them old schools and bring home the germs. The whole family gets it. Good gosh. I'm telling you. Well, Shad, you want to do the metal prices tonight and birthdays?
You got it.
Birthday boy.
It's your birthday. All right, first current market prices with gold. On Monday, and Tuesday, really, gold fell. And today it stabilized. It didn't move at all, so it's still at $1,316.
Okay.
Silver fell 4 cents to $16.34. Platinum's continuing its downward spiral by $2 to $981.
Mm-hmm.
But don't worry, fear not. Palladium has moved up $3 to $1,038.
Well, a small move, but it moved.
Yeah, it's not too bad actually.
Any upward moves are good moves, so we'll take it. It works. Pretty interesting. And now for
I was looking because I read an article about copper, and it's been all over the place.
Really?
I mean, it's at like $3.11.
Wow.
But it did get down at the end of last year to below $2.95.
Oh, so it's actually made a little climb back up.
Yeah.
Okay.
So for anybody that loves copper, there you go. Throw that one in there.
A elusive copper.
Yeah.
It's like I like the silver. Don't know why. Don't seem to be going nowhere quick, does it?
I don't know. Just buy it all right now, man.
I know.
Surely it'll go up big.
Sure, someday. Right. It might.
At least that's what all those TV commercials say during the day.
Yeah, I know.
What are you
Yeah,
watching TV during the day now?
He worked from home. He worked from home.
What about them birthdays? How many people got birthdays today? She had a lot.
I've got a handful.
Wow.
We got Chad Scar,
Mm-hmm.
Dan, Gordon Van Dusen,
Mm-hmm.
Jeffrey Hagen, Joaquin Bento Navas,
Okay.
Larry C., Morgan E., No AU Texas.
No gold, Texas.
Like that one.
Darn.
Randy DeBlau, Vince Villanueva. So those are your birthdays today, and tomorrow you have Bill Stomp, Brian Driscoll, Calvin Bunker, Ira Smith, and Joni Peters. So happy birthday.
Well, happy
I think you should find like a birthday song to play while he does this.
Yeah, I think you're right. And we'll see what we can do on that. That's a good idea,
You
Kathleen.
can get Marilyn Monroe singing Happy Birthday.
Yeah.
I want Dennis to sing it though, and we record it.
Then he'll start dancing and
Yeah.
Have his shirt
Showing
off,
up his,
rubbing
showing
himself.
his belly. Yeah, the visual on that's bad. Song part's good. No visual.
It's like a car crash. You just got to look.
No, you can't look as much as you want to. You can't look away. But somebody just asked where you've been posting those Dreads pictures at, Shad, on Facebook. You're posting them on the official Gold Prospector Space Prospector radio page, right?
That is correct.
That is
So
correct.
if you're not a member of that group, please join if you like the Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
But fear not, after here shortly, I will post some of those pictures over here on the main site
Cool.
on goldprospectorspace.com.
Under the Dress Up My Dredge tab.
That's right.
Or thingy, whatever it's called.
From
I can't even think.
thingy. Yeah.
I can't even think right now. Blah, blah, blah. All right. Well, Shad, thank you, brother, for being here. And thank you for the birthdays and the silver and the gold prices. And also, we'll God, I can't even talk tonight. We'll wish our buddy Ray happy birthday one more time. His birthday was yesterday.
right.
So happy birthday,
yesterday.
Ray.
Look at that. He gets, a birthday shout out not once, but twice on a
Yeah.
Sunday and a Wednesday.
Yes.
Oh,
Man, oh, man. Living the
And
dream.
he's 35 years old.
That's right. See?
That's right.
A youngster.
135 years old.
A big old happy birthday to all the people with birthdays.
You know, I think Shad should look at the birthdays for the week
Mm-hmm.
and announce them all.
Oh.
Like
No.
from Sunday to Wednesday and then from Wednesday to Sunday.
Oh.
Because I don't want people to feel left out.
Right, I
I
know.
quit.
It's like we're leaving people
I
out.
quit.
It is kind of like we're leaving people
Yeah,
out.
it would be really great if you
Yeah.
did that.
Yeah, it would. I'm going to need you to do that.
Yeah, I'm going to have you do that.
Yeah. Oh, perfect, Kathleen. You can talk
Right.
about it. We're down with it. Rotten. And on that note, I say it's time we kick it over to Kathleen and dredge up some news for us.
It is time for Dredging Up the News with Kathleen Biffle. Mining news from around the globe, metal detecting, dredging, entertainment news, and fun facts as well. Here's Kathleen.
All right, everyone. The last day of February
Woo.
28th. So is this considered a leap year?
No, that's
No, and I thought it
The
was.
29th. I don't know.
I'm leaping.
February's all messed up.
It is.
What if your birthday's on February 29th?
You don't have
Celebrate.
one.
You're just really young, or?
I guess, because you don't have a birthday that year.
Don't you get to celebrate for 2 days?
I don't think so.
Oh.
You don't get a birthday.
Well, happy birthday to the leap year people.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe next year, and happy birthday in the future.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. Well, I wanted to start out with some stateside news, but believe it or not, I could not really find anything. It seems like most of the mining news is coming globally this week. However, Shannon from AMRA will be calling in later, and we'll just let him give you the scoop of what's going on.
Okay.
So I will start with global news tonight.
Go for it.
All right. So in Zimbabwe, Caledonia Mining Corporation revealed Monday that one person died on Friday. Mm-hmm. This was following an accident at its Blanket gold mine in southwestern Zimbabwe. It's currently being investigated by their Department of Ministry of Mines. This mine reported 16,425 ounces of gold produced in the last quarter of 2017. Mm. That's a record for them. Mm-hmm. Total 2017 production was 56,135 ounces. Wow. And they're looking for 2018 to do 55,000 to 59,000 ounces.
Man, I know it takes a lot of money to get it out of the ground, but that is like just unbelievable.
Yes.
That's, at $1,300 an ounce.
Ooh.
Yes. I know. Here's an area you don't really hear about mining as much in the news, but I did see a story on Scotland. Mm-hmm. They will soon have its first commercial gold and silver mine. On yesterday, Scott Gold Resources, their application for the development of their Canonish project was approved.
Huh. Canonish?
Canonish.
Canonish.
Coke-nonish. No, I don't know. It's
Caconish.
Caconish. I don't know.
Now, I'm trying to think. Is Scotland that big?
I think Scotland's huge. Oh, I thought Scotland was huge. It's not big?
It's just a little island, right?
Oh, is that all it is?
No, it's not an island. It's northern part
peninsula.
of the island where England is. It's northern part of the UK. Oh. It's all on the same island as England.
Oh. See,
that's cool.
That is cool.
A lot of mountains and stuff there.
There's gold. That would make sense to have gold there.
That's
yes.
right. Yeah. And the learning continues.
Yes, I know. Scott Gold Resources, they plan to build an underground operation. Mm-hmm. Their initial production capacity is going to be 12,000 ounces of gold annually for up to 17 years.
Oh, wow. Okay.
17 years.
And the firm has offered nearly $695,000 in payments, what's equivalent to $600,095. To support the local community where the mine is located.
Well,
so I think that's
cool. Give them back to the community.
Give them back. Yep.
That's the way to do it.
Well, you should actually. If you're,
Well, they got their application approved, but they still have to get approval from the park authority. I'm not sure what type of organization that would be in Scotland, but that's who that has to give them the final approval.
Okay.
But what they're running into is the village of Tyndrum. That's where the community is. Mm-hmm. It's a local tourist destination.
Okay.
So, yeah. So that they're going to have to probably fight with that one. Mm-hmm. But I guess it's located in the northern part of Loch Lomond at the Trossachs National Park.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
It really is.
So I wonder if it's like an area like Yellowstone is to us.
Could be. I mean, that place has got a lot of history down there, so.
Yeah.
I just wonder what they'll uncover while they're digging this mine.
Oh, I know, right?
You know? I mean, really.
A mammoth tusk?
I mean, yeah, or old Vikings or something, or something.
You never know.
You never know.
All right, so we've been talking a lot about palladium and platinum and the gold prices. But I don't know, like maybe you guys knew this, but I didn't, so I'm going to share it, what I came across. evidently, since the 1970s, platinum and palladium became an important part of the world's automobile industry. Nearly half of the yearly supply of platinum goes to the auto industry in the form of vehicle emissions control devices.
Right.
I'm giving you this black background on this because it's going to lead up to the next story. But platinum is used as a catalyst in the ignition of hydrogen in the catalytic converter of your car.
Mm-hmm.
And palladium is also used as an industrial catalyst, and it is common metal alloy in the jewelry industry. In fact, when you see things like white gold, which my rings are white golds, that they've got a little bit of palladium in them.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know that.
I didn't either.
But with that being said, with a little background on that, yesterday, a German court ruled that cities have the right to ban diesel cars. The price of platinum hit the triple-digit territory, as we know, falling 2% to the low of the it was $983 an ounce yesterday, but I think it's still around that today. What Shad was quoting anyway.
Right.
So palladium was also weaker since that announcement, at $1,033 an ounce. Continues to retreat from their record highs that they were hitting in January. So that would kind of explain some of the craziness going on with the platinum.
Well, it's not all
I didn't know that.
Yeah, in the automotive, that's catalytic converters. That's why you get these guys going and cutting them off of new car lots and stuff like that, and ripping all them stuff off.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's crazy. Right. Well, I guess diesel technology has been under pressure since September of 2015, when Volkswagen, it was revealed that they were cheating on their emissions testing.
Right.
So just the whole industry has been kind of bumpy. But Tuesday's ruling will affect more than 10 million vehicle owners in Germany. Wow. And it's going to really damage the diesel industry.
Darn. That's crazy.
Well, I mean, hey, I remember when diesel was cheaper than gas. Now it ain't even close.
No, right. Now it doesn't matter.
Times they are a-changing.
Yes, they are.
So, that kind of leads us to our fun fact.
Oh, fun facts.
Yeah, we're already at fun facts.
Okay.
Short news today.
Shannon coming, right?
Yeah, right. So, sometimes things happen for a reason, right? Some of the most famous discoveries occur by chance or accident.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to share some accidental discoveries in mining. And I guess I'll just start with the first one that we were just speaking of, which was platinum.
Okay.
And it is rare. But the name is derived from Spanish platina, meaning silver. And during the 17th century, traces of platinum lined the gold mines in South America. And the Spanish miners considered it a nuisance. They didn't know what it was, and they thought, this is terrible.
Oh, wow.
So that's where, it was discovered. But, however, the first written account of platinum was from a Julius Scaliger in 1557.
Mm-hmm.
He described it as a strange metal found in the mines between Panama and Mexico. Mm-hmm. And he wrote that no fire or any of the Spanish tactics could melt this stuff.
Oh.
So that's like the first earliest accounts of it. So interesting.
Very.
And then another discovery that was by accident has to relate to mining. And this again is platinum. Platinum's just really odd. It was discovered accidentally, and one of the things that it does was discovered accidentally. Scientists have been studying how it can kill fast-growing bacteria. Well, did you know that platinum could also kill fast-growing cancer cells?
No, I didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they're not going to let that out either.
Well, in 1965, Dr. Barnett Rosenberg, he discovered what is known today as cisplatin. Cisplatin. Cisplatin.
Cisplatin?
I don't know how to say it.
Okay.
Anyway, he discovered this by accident, that this had that effect. So it really wasn't discovered by him. I think he just figured out what it did in 1965 because it really goes back to 1844.
Okay.
It was created by an Italian chemist, Michel Pirone.
Oh, yeah.
For the long time, it was known as Pirone's chloride, and that's biochemist Barnett Rosenberg was the one who discovered that, look, it can actually be used as an anti-cancer drug.
I'll be darned.
Yeah, and how he discovered it by accident? He was trying to study the effect of electric fields that had on bacterial growth.
Mm-hmm.
So what he would do, what he was finding was that bacteria grew 300 times their normal size. This was unusual. This occurred when he used platinum electrodes to generate the electric fields. It took him a while to figure out what was going on, but in the end, he discovered that the platinum electrodes were corroding in the test solution, producing what is known as that cisplatin.
Splatin.
Anyway.
Splatin.
So he ended up that the substance he was experimenting with it on mice, and he found that it could cure tumors in the mice.
I'll be darned.
So now it's still actually used today. It was approved by the FDA in 1978, and it is what is used in chemotherapy. 40% of it is used.
Really?
Now we know why they pay a price for it.
Right.
Now it makes all the sense in the world to me.
Yeah, why it's so darn expensive.
I didn't know that's what it did. It was very pretty cool.
It is cool.
All right. Well, here's another accidental discovery in mining. Nothing to do with platinum, but in the high mountains of the southern Bolivia, in 1545, a native Peruvian named Diego Halpa. I don't know.
I love your response. I don't know.
Anyway, he discovered what was known as the richest silver deposit in the world. It's the Cerro Rico de Potosi.
I
don't know. But anyway, in Spanish, it means rich mountain. I can pronounce that.
There you go. Did that one well.
So anyway, this guy discovered it when he went out deer hunting, and he climbed over some rocks and he lost his balance, and then when he reached out to catch himself, he grabbed a hold of a shrub. Well, he ended up loosening up the roots and kind of pulling it out, uprooting it, and he looked down and he discovered a piece of silver.
Oh.
And that is what started that mine. And later on, the Spaniards began large-scale excavation of this mine. Its silver became the foundation of the Spanish Empire. And at its peak in the 17th century, the mine was one of the world's largest and Potosi, where the mine is located, was one of the world's largest and wealthiest cities.
Ah.
Yeah, but in raw silver is not even silver, though.
Well, he looked at it and said it was silver. So they must know what it looks like.
Maybe.
The ore.
I don't know.
Well,
it
makes sense because aren't Roman coins mostly silver? Not gold. So, like the ancient Roman.
Yeah, they apparently
they're either silver or bronze.
Yeah, bronze, I
They
think,
weren't
too.
gold.
Right.
So that makes sense. Silver was worth a lot back then.
They probably knew what it looked like in its raw form before it was melded. And
that's probably what he found.
Yeah, and he's like, hey, it's silver. Sweet. Whatever my name is, it's silver.
Yes. So ever since then, that mine has been producing, and I think it still is. Today, it's producing tin, zinc, lead, and silver.
Oh, geez. It's on to more than just silver, then. Pretty
1545.
Cool.
Wow.
That's a long time ago. Good.
It was a long time ago.
That's a long time ago. Holy cow. And it's still in existence today?
The mine is still producing. It's producing other minerals. So they've obviously discovered that it's worth more than just the silver.
Hey, Tim, they're digging real slow.
They must be.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, generations and generations and generations of people digging there. Gosh darn. Wow.
You know what's funny is because over where that's at, you never know, that could support a whole community of having a job for like years, and they're probably digging like maybe what we do now with pick and shovel, or
Maybe.
Right.
It's crazy though. Dang,
Right.
I just can't get over that. That was a long time ago. Usually when you say 1800s, I mean that's a long time ago, but 1500s, gosh darn, that's crazy, Kathleen.
Things are just older over there.
I guess, I reckon. Yeah.
Obviously.
Got me.
Oh, well, that was dredging up the news.
Awesome. Ooh, I need some an applause sound too for when.
Yeah, there you go.
Because that's always I always enjoyed the.
So you have some sound bites to collect. Marilyn
I gotta
Monroe's
get
"Happy
more.
Birthday."
Yeah, and the clapping one. I think I used to have that. I think our guest just tried to call my phone, Shad.
All right, I'll give him the right number.
The 419-520-7574.
Was that Shannon?
Yeah, that'd be Shannon. He called the wrong number.
Okay.
I just seen it on my phone. So
The Poe.
the Poe man, the Shannon.
Poe.
Shannon Poe. Everybody be joining us here in 1 minute. Got some.
I do have some miscellaneous fun facts.
There he is. Oh, there he is.
Oh, there he
Kathleen.
is.
Darn, sorry. Save him.
I will.
All right. Let's get this fella here. Hello, Shannon.
Oh, I know.
You called the wrong.
I was trying to call your cell phone.
I know. I seen it go off, and I'm like, oh, Shannon called the wrong number.
Yeah, well, and then anyway.
It happens.
So what the heck was Kathleen reading there, the mining news or something?
Yeah, I do the mining news.
Yeah, every week.
Oh,
Okay.
well, that's cool.
Yeah. And
I do fun facts and just some history things and
it's interesting.
stuff like that.
It's always great. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. I didn't know you guys did that.
Oh yeah.
Well, Shad always talks you guys down, as soon as he gets off the radio, so I never hear all that stuff.
Does he? We figured as much. Yeah.
So I have some pretty exciting stuff that we should probably tell you guys about.
Well, please do.
Oh, and of course now my other phone's ringing. You got to admit, though, this is one of the coolest ringtones.
I can hear
theme song from The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
That is cool. I like it.
So, guys, let me tell you about a bill that has been introduced. It's been read on the Senate floor here in California, and has a bill number. And we're just now starting to talk about it as of last Friday.
Okay.
And it's called Senate Bill 1222. So you guys remember Senate Bill 637 was the whole suction dredge bill that Senator Ben Allen from Hollywood passed. Mm-hmm. And it was called the suction dredge bill because I think what was happening is they were getting a little bit scared about the Reinhardt case, all this other stuff, and they thought, oh, well, we need another layer of bureaucracy to, if these guys actually get a chance to get back in the water, let's make them get a permit from the California Water Board. So that's where we're at. It's been 2.5 years later. The Water Board still won't issue permits, so it's still a ban.
Right.
So they changed the language in that bill a year ago, January, to include all forms of mechanized mining. So what that means, every form of mechanized mining is now labeled as a suction dredge. So whether you use a high banker or a little tiny water pump that you can run off of a 12-volt battery that you get from Harbor Freight, or a dry washer that you run out in the Mojave Desert near Barstow, or even a post hole digger if you're going to just punch a hole down to bedrock, all that's called a suction dredge, can result in confiscation, and you go to jail. Yeah, crazy. So that's a way that they've taken the regulation, morphed the language, and then had it all encompassing just to ban all forms of mining. So this new bill, 1222, it goes back and it clarifies what a suction dredge is. It doesn't reverse Senate Bill 637.
Right.
It still says, okay, you need to get a permit from the water board, but all of these other things, like your truck, which we've heard that DFW Fish and Wildlife would label as, something that is mechanical that aids in the processing of your material, you could get your truck confiscated and be cited if you drive 100 feet from the river. It's just ridiculous.
Geez.
So it defines a post hole digger as a post hole digger. A dry washer is a dry washer and not a dredge.
Right.
And so it provides immediate relief to all this other equipment. So you're still going to have to wait for the water board to come up with a permitting scheme, but all of the other stuff will then again become legal again.
Oh, that's
so
good.
Pretty good
I like
bill.
how you said scheme.
Yeah.
What was that?
How you said scheme for them to come up with a permitting scheme.
Well, surprisingly, Kathleen, that's what they actually call it. And you got to call it what it is. It is the permitting scheme that you have to abide by.
All right. Well,
so
now, Shannon, do they still do the boat tours and stuff like that on your rivers as well?
They do.
So how is it different from machinery that we use to dig gold from them using machinery to go up and down the rivers?
Well, the way that they get around that is that it's not aiding in the processing of mining activity. So, you're not sucking up the sand with the intent to recover heavy minerals. And so that's how they get around that. If it was just a ban on jet motors or something like this, sure, it would be all-encompassing and it would affect those guys, but that's just not the case.
Huh.
Strange.
So, but you know what, guys? It's time that we, I guess the bottom line is this. I'm sick of playing defense.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And we've always just been defensive. We've always reacted when somebody does something and, they come up with a way to slow us down or to ban this, and then we fight and then we sue and we do all this stuff. It's just time to go on offense. Give us the damn ball and let me run with it for a while.
That's what we like
Well,
to
that's
hear.
good. That is a good step forward.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So what the heck was this golden dredge thing that I saw on Facebook that you guys are doing? What the hell is that? Is that a
That's a way
tree
to make
ornament?
the neighbors mad.
Explain it to them, Kathleen.
Well, we're running a contest on the show, Dress My Dredge. Everyone's going to you could dress up your dredge, your high banker, dry washer, whatever equipment. And the contest, it ends May 26th. And then
What do you win?
You get a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
Really? So it's just whoever dresses up their dredge the best?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
But
I'm your huckleberry.
We
on
can't
that.
win. Well, you can enter, but we can't win. But we're doing it.
Yeah,
just
I
for
can't
the
win,
fun
but
of it.
I'm doing it.
I can win.
Yeah,
I'm not a
can.
part of the
Right.
show.
You can win, yeah.
You can win, correct. But we can't.
All right. Well, I'm going to dress up Large Marge as Large Marge.
There you go.
Oh.
So my 6-inch dredge. Oh yeah, that gives me some ideas.
See, it's just something fun. We just thought it would be fun for our listeners and stuff and the members.
That is. That's a great idea.
It's helping us pass time while we wait to get back in the water. It's like
It all started with Rich.
Rich,
I started this whole
Rich started it.
kabang here, I guess. It's all my fault.
Mm-hmm. Thank
His
So
you.
you
looks
want
pretty
you,
sweet. Have
you want me to
seen it?
make you guys really, really, really super jealous?
Yeah.
Okay. So this past weekend we had the Gold Show down in Pomona, and a great show. We were had a really, really phenomenally good show. And anyway, there was a couple down there that is from California. They're from Grass Valley, and they sold basically almost everything that they had, and they bought a dredge camp with 10 miles of mining claims, cabins, the whole works, all-inclusive place, up in Alaska, right just south of Chicken.
Oh, really?
And they have all kinds of dredges, and you can basically book a trip and go up there for 2 weeks. They feed you, they pick you up at the airport in Fairbanks, and then, you go and dredge. Well, they approached us, and we got to talking, and we've been talking actually ever since, so for probably 4 days now. And I, yesterday and today, have assembled 10 of the most experienced dredgers that I personally know, and some of the best guys, and we have booked this place, and we are going up there in June for 2 weeks. We're going to broadcast this live on Facebook, and so get this, Kathleen's going to be really jealous. The smallest dredge that we're running, we're going to run 2 6s, and then we're going to run an 8, and then we're going to run a 10, all at the same time.
Oh, you rats. That is
I
awesome.
know.
That's going to be so fun.
Sweet. Living the
So
dream.
we're going to shoot some promo videos for them, and we are paying for this trip, by the way. They're not giving us anything for free. As a matter of fact, they tried to kind of give us a couple of free people to go up there. We told them no, just simply because they need to get off the ground and get this going. And so we've calculated out how much gold we need to recover in the 12 straight days that we're going to be dredging. And we're pretty confident we can do that with the 10 guys that I've got. So, and Jim Hamilton finally, after his little whining and complaining, and he's finally told me tonight that he's in. So
Nice.
Jimbo's going.
Good.
Yeah, but a couple of our Amber staff members, Jerry and Big Don, a.k.a. the Deer, and then we got Big Tom Mitchell and a couple of other guys that you guys don't know, but they're really, really, really good, experienced dredgers. So I can't wait, man. I've never ran a 10.
No,
I've ran an 8.
That'll be cool.
And I know that if you get your arm in front of an 8, it will literally suck you right through it.
Well, imagine a 10.
But a 10, good gosh.
Mercy.
Jeez.
That's going to be a trip right there.
It sucks basketballs up through the nozzle, literally, basketball-sized rocks.
Holy
Does that run off like a little like a 4-cylinder diesel, or is it still like the pull motors?
I think that it's actually a V8 diesel.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's not a small motor. I know that the 8-inch that they've got runs off of a Volkswagen 1600. And then the 6s are actually Keens, and they run off a dual 6.5s or dual 9-horse. I know my 6 runs off a dual 9.2 Hondas. But Jeff at Proline, he always overbuilds everything, so.
Wow,
So I can't wait, man. We're going in June, and right after our dinner that we're doing in Chino, and then we're going to hop on a plane, fly to Fairbanks, and
way to go.
they take you from Fairbanks over to Chicken. It's about 4 hours, and then you hop in a hovercraft, and you go downstream 17 miles into the camp, and then have at it.
That's
So
an adventure, is what that is.
yeah, it should be fun. And like I say,
so
we're going to do a
jealous.
lot of videos. As you can, trying to decide how much I want to say on the radio here. Well, let me just put it to you this way. We will be able to finally release some legal dredge videos on our YouTube page.
That'll be great, won't it?
Yeah, so we're taking the underwater cameras. We're going to take the drone, all kinds of stuff. So it's really I think it's going to be some phenomenal video series.
Yeah.
Now you're gonna do several videos, right?
Yeah, we'll probably end up with literally hundreds of hours of video. So I'm taking my entire camera bag, and we have quite a few cameras, and so we're going to have 3 crews running. So there'll be 3 guys on the 10, and we're going to swap out. So maybe one day Jimmy and I are on a 6, the next day maybe he's on the 10 and I'm on the 8, and so we're just going to kind of rotate everybody around. So everybody is on, gets to do the dredges, but we're going to run 3 guys on the 10, so there'll be 1 tender and then 2 guys underwater, 3 guys on the 8, so 2 guys underwater, 1 on top, and then the 6s, you can run with 2 guys. I mean, one guy can, at least these guys, we can all one arm a 6-inch dredge without too much trouble. And then you just have 1 tender, and that's it. So we'll have 4 dredges running pretty much at all time. The other thing is it's kind of cool, is you end up with, in Alaska at that time of year, you end up with like 20-some hours of light.
Oh, yeah, wow.
So, yeah, we're just going to hit it hard. We're all going on an exercise and diet regimen right now, and I'm going to try to drop about 15 pounds before I go, and get back into dredge shape. And so I bet I'll be willing to bet you we're still going to probably all lose 15 pounds in that 2 weeks.
Oh, sure, working like that. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I was going to say, I don't know about
Well,
Jim,
I don't have. I'm just
he's lost a lot of
supervising, so I probably won't really have to do much. But run around in the hovercraft and bark
Jimbo
orders.
can't lose any more weight. He'll disappear.
Yeah.
I was going to say, he's doing pretty good. I give it to him. He
He's
come in.
fine.
He actually dropped into the barbecue with his wife and daughter, and I was like, dang, dude, you're really
Yeah,
going
Jimbo's
away.
lost a lot of weight.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good for Jim. That is cool.
Yeah.
Now, somebody asked where they could follow this little adventure you're going on. That's going to be on the AMRA Facebook page and...
It will be on the AMRA Facebook page, and they do have satellite internet up there, even though we're out in the sticks.
Mm-hmm.
But we've already established this morning that we can do Facebook Live,
Okay.
and then we're probably going to be posting every single night. I'll probably take a computer that will allow me to edit a little bit of video,
Right.
and so we'll be able to put up video links and things like that. And then when I get back home, then I'll sit down probably for a week, and we'll edit it into probably 4 or 5 videos, and so more full-length videos that people can see. But I think that you're going to see some cleanouts that are going to be quite impressive.
That is so cool.
That's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
It is, yeah. And now, can you tell us the name of this camp? Is it a new camp or something? Or did they want you sharing that, or?
No, it's actually an established camp, and let me pull it up here. I'll actually give you guys a link.
Okay.
I've
So
heard
everybody
Chicken
can check it
Alaska.
out.
I
We
think you
just
find some good
did a
gold there.
post on our Facebook page, so if everybody wants to go to American Mining Rights on Facebook, you'll see this. And hang on, I got it right here.
Very cool. Yeah, that way,
So it's called goldfeveralaska.com.
Okay.
And it's Matt and Ginger. And the funny thing is we kind of were talking a little bit about that to those folks. Well, Pat Keene came up and gave us a brand new 151 dry washer, which we gave away. You know, it's worth like $1,750.
Uh-huh.
Ginger from these folks, she won the dang dry washer.
Wow. Pretty cool.
And they're going to Alaska, so
Yeah.
she really can't use it. But it's kind of an ironic thing.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, so we put a link up to their Facebook page and to their website right on our Facebook page. It's down, I think, about 4 posts.
Okay.
But they're really good folks. They're very, very sincere, very honest people, and it's something that I think everybody that wants to go up and really seriously dredge needs to take a look at. And it's a few $1,000 to go up for 2 weeks. But it's all inclusive. They feed you. They have a cook up there. It's got great facilities. And if you think about, $4,000 is only 3 ounces of gold.
Mm-hmm.
And on some of these spots and these, 6-inch dredges, they're averaging an ounce a day.
Oh, wow.
So it's not going to be very difficult to pay for that trip pretty quickly.
Oh, that's just...
Right.
Now, do they provide diving equipment or dredges or anything like that, or do you bring your own?
No, they provide everything, Kathleen, everything.
Okay.
Wetsuits, airlines, masks, snorkels, the dredges. You can go up. If you want to go up tomorrow, well, you can't go tomorrow because it's frozen. But, I mean, if you want to go up in June, July, or August, you can just go online, call them, book the trip, go up there, and if you want to run a 10, go run your damn 10.
Wow. That is...
Yeah.
Wow.
And they feed
So
you
it's
everything.
really cool. This is the first. They just bought the business, and so
Okay.
they haven't even gone up and actually ran the business yet. So we're going to
Okay.
be kind of the first guys that come into camp. We're, obviously with 10 people, we're taking over the whole camp,
Right.
and we're going to try to help them out any way we can. We know that they don't have water heaters on the 8 and the 6s. They do have 4-inch dredges too, by the way, but we won't be running those. But we're custom building water heaters for them, and we'll leave those up there as well as blaster nozzles for blowing out the bedrock with a high pressure water hose. So we're going to custom build those things, take those up there. We'll leave them with them.
That's nice.
And anyway, so then after that, yeah, if you guys want to go, and I can tell you this, is after we film this and shoot all of this stuff, you guys are going to want to go. Kathleen's going to go, shh,
Yeah.
I already want to go.
I want to go to Alaska. Yeah, it's coming. I
Yep.
see it. Yeah, that would be the trip, though. You guys are going to have a great time.
It
Yeah.
sounds like a good one.
It does, right there. That's the ultimate trip, So I'm sure you're going to have a lot of fun. I can't wait to see these videos and all the good stuff while you're down there. That is cool, Shannon.
It's going to be fun, that's for sure.
Lucky.
Yeah, with that group of guys, it should be pretty exciting.
Yep.
Yeah.
Is that Scott Toney?
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah.
That's our West Coast
Well, I
connection.
didn't know who it was. I'm like, God, that sounds a lot like
You
Scott.
sound familiar.
Hey, buddy, how you doing, man? Been a while.
I'm doing pretty good. Just doing my thing here in Phoenix right now, and abiding my time. Let's put it that way, till I get to do the same thing you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you never know. I might end up in your neck of the woods. California is just becoming absolutely intolerable and unbearable to live here anymore.
Well, we would sure welcome you over here for sure.
Oh,
Yeah. Well, thanks, man. Yeah, I love Arizona.
geez.
Yeah. Well, anyway, guys, I just wanted to call in and mention that SB 1222, and we're going to be going pretty live on this stuff probably in about a week once they start doing announcing the committees, and then we'll be testifying in Sacramento and before all these committees to try to help get this thing passed.
Okay.
But it's important. The people need relief from basically this overzealous government that has just morphed language into, good God, a post hole digger is now considered a suction dredge, really? So, it's those kind of things. We need
What's
to push
next?
back and try to get these things corrected and give these folks some relief. So that's exactly what this bill does.
Awesome, Shannon.
Now, is there any call to action or anything like that people can do in the future to help support this?
Yeah, there will be, Kathleen, pretty soon. We have to determine what committees this is going to go through first. Once we do that, we're going to know who the senators are, and then we are going to post that. We'll do calls to actions, and probably all across our venues of communication. And we'll list the senators' names, their phone numbers, email addresses, who to send letters to, all those kind of things, to try to get this to pass. And just remember this, is that if you're a Gold Club member of the GPAA or AMRA, you are a claim owner in the state of California. That's a part of that membership process, is that you are a claim owner. So it gives you the fundamental right to be able to have your voice heard, even if you live in Virginia. If you're a member, then you know what, you have a fundamental right to have your voice heard as a real property owner.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
That means everybody.
Right. So one.
yeah. And we just came out on endorsed a bill today, which the miners in Idaho, the 10 Mile Mining District, and some other pretty fine miners came forward with a bill on RS 2477, which is basically the statute that allows for roads that were pre-1976 to remain open. That's a part of federal law, which dates back to the 1872 Mining Act. And, of course, the government has been trying to close roads like crazy. But this is a law that Idaho is passing to re-strengthen that federal law and to recognize it at the state level. So any roads prior to 1976 cannot be closed.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's kind of cool to witness these things going on around the country. People are so fed up, and they're seeing all this corruption and everything else going on, and they're actually standing up and having their voices heard, and coming up with bills, and it's really kind of a beautiful thing to see. We still have a lot of problems, as you can see on the news every night, with uncovering all this corruption in government. But I'm pretty confident with the direction that the country is going right now, at least as it pertains to small mining and public lands. It's a hell of a lot better than it could have been, that's for sure.
Yeah. Well, we're glad you're there on the front line, Shannon. Now, one last quick thing. Where can people find AMRA at next? Where are you going to be?
Well, we've got a lot of things coming up. We've got, I think the very next thing that we have is an outing. But, I'm glad that you brought that up. And if you guys have got some time, Tim, I'd like to tell you guys about a new series of videos that we're doing. And it was kind of a little brainchild of a couple of us. Sitting in an Applebee's one night, we went, you know what, we need to start producing educational videos that when we talk about RS-2477, I mean, people don't know what that means.
Right.
And so that's what we've started doing, and we've released 2 of these videos so far. One is kind of about claim jumping, and one is about can the Forest Service cut the trees down on my mining claim, and can the Forest Service or BLM just close my roads? So we go into depth on that, and we film it outside on a mining claim, and so it just gives it a lot more, I guess, meat to the video. But anyway, so we're working on those type of educational videos where they're 5 minutes long, but it really fundamentally explains what everybody's rights are on public lands, on your mining claim, and things of that nature. And we've got a whole bunch slated. Literally, we're going back up the mountain tomorrow to start shooting some more of these, probably on Friday.
And those will be on your YouTube channel?
Yeah, it's on our YouTube channel, which, by the way, I finally, I don't really pay a whole lot of attention to that channel. I post something, and I'll bet you out of the 80 videos we've got up there, I may have gone back and watched one a second time once, and it was only because I couldn't remember something or a location. And anyway, so I went and looked at our statistics, and we've got like 1.3 million views on that channel.
Congrats.
Good.
Yeah,
Nice.
that surprised me. So they're really starting to take off. But we've got a better software program. Jim bought me this new used computer, which actually works 10 times better than the one that I used to punch with my fist every 15 minutes. This it's an Apple, and it actually does really, really good. It's a big old home style box on the floor.
Right.
But it's fast, and we use it just solely for editing the videos, and so everything's working good. So we have better music, faster pace, a lot better editing, better sound quality, just everything. The clarity of the videos is better. It's just everything is better. And so when we got to Pomona this weekend, it was funny. We had, a couple of dozen people come up and take pictures with us because they're like, oh, God, you guys are so great on YouTube. And we're like, huh? But anyway, so you're going to see a lot more videos being kicked out. And the next, we're going to do a couple of these little short ones just kind of on mining rights. But the one thing that we're getting the most requests on is 2 things. And we're going to couple these together, and that is, how do I determine where I can go and mine? And how do I file a mining claim?
Oh, there you go. Perfect.
But if you break it down, and we're like, oh, yeah, we can shoot a video like that, but it's going to probably be about, 5 parts. Just, hang on, our TV kicked on all of a sudden. It's going to be about 5 parts just because, it's going to take us 15 minutes to explain how to navigate through the BLM LR2000 website to determine if you can file a claim there.
Right. But that's a great idea, though.
Yeah, and I think that people are really going to like that. I think it's going to be very, very popular. So, yeah. Anyway, so that's kind of what we're working on. We've got a few other things. There's really not much that we're not talking about anymore, one thing in particular, but otherwise we're kind of starting to go public on some of the things that we've been doing, and so I honestly can't say I wrote the bill because I don't think that we would be allowed to write a bill, so we didn't write it.
Okay. But, all right, where's your next show going to be? When's the next show you're going to be at so people can come and say hi?
I'm not sure. That's on our website. Maybe, Lisa, do you know when our next show is? Is that Boise? Coming up, you know what? I guess I could walk over and look at the calendar because we have it on there.
Oh, we don't want you to have to do that. No. But yeah, if that way people want to come stop by and say hi.
He is trying to lose weight.
Actually, Las Vegas is the next one, and that's going to be April 21st and 22nd. What's really cool about Oh no, Boise.
Yeah.
Boise is
next.
May 5th and 6th, and then Vegas is April 21st and 22nd. But what's really cool, I met with Brandon Johnson, the president of GPAA, this weekend, and we are going to be doing a live raffle like we did last year in Vegas again this year.
Ah, okay. Cool.
Yeah, so that's going to be really cool. So people from, South Carolina, Florida, or wherever you're at can actually go on Facebook Live. They can buy tickets right there through, we'll have a call center set up, and, you might win a 4 or 5 inch dredge or high banker or dry washer or, whatever it is that they're giving away.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Cool.
There you go.
Yeah, pretty cool. So, it's a way that we raise money to,
Right.
Obviously keep the fight up.
Right. So this will help fund AMRA, correct?
Exactly.
Okay.
And we do have about, what is today, the 20, I don't know.
28th,
Anyway,
28th.
28.
so I think that we have about 10 or 11 days left for the Forest Service to respond to our federal lawsuit that we filed against them on the taser incident.
Okay.
And so they have not responded yet.
Still, huh? Last minute.
No. Which I'm kind of hoping that they just don't, because then we win by default.
Right. Well,
Yeah.
keep our fingers crossed on that then. Let's hope they
Yeah,
don't.
so we'll see.
Mm-hmm. Well, you let us know the minute you get that link up for that raffle tickets, and we'll get it shared and get it on the site here so people can purchase tickets to help support AMRA. And
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
yeah, just
Cool.
like last time.
And we probably should talk about at some point. I'm thinking maybe in July we all need to have a discussion about maybe bringing you guys out this December for our big dinner.
Okay. Just let us know,
Yeah.
brother. We're always here for you. You know that. Just let us
Yeah,
know.
you guys don't mind all 7 of you sleeping in one little 8x10 cabin, right? Not a problem?
Dennis and I
I know-
divas,
I know
we
Dennis
cannot
won't care.
share a room.
Well, you got Dennis and Kathleen. No, they
Yeah.
they're-
Don't worry, Swiftwater can sleep in the car or something.
Yeah, okay.
we have dual.
All right,
Never
guys.
bothered
Well,
me
hey, I'm going to
before.
let you go. I got a bunch of
All right,
calls to
brother.
make tonight, but thank you for having me on.
Anytime.
And it's always a pleasure talking to you guys and giving you a bunch of crap. So thanks
Yeah.
for letting us talk
Anytime.
about what
Yes.
we got going on.
Anytime, brother. You know it.
Yeah, and great angle on the videos. I think that's going to represent us a lot better than any videos out there.
Mm-hmm.
Showing that particular side that you're aiming for, Shannon. And that's what that's just information. If people see videos about it, they have the information in their pocket, and that's going to go a long way. That's going to be cool.
Yes.
Well, and it's a good point that you bring up, because our primary function, in my opinion, is to educate. And if we can inform and educate everybody to have all of the knowledge that we have, as the upper board of AMRA, then we all become a very, very powerful force, and a force that the government, should fear, because they will hold them accountable when they step across the line. And so, that's our goal, and we're going to do it. And you know what? If it works, great, which I'm pretty certain it will. And if it doesn't, then you know what? We'll try something else. But
That's
I'm
right.
pretty sure these are going to be
I
popular.
think so.
I think it's an awesome idea.
Yep,
I
it is.
it's going
Yeah.
to go. I
Yep.
think it will go.
Genius, Shannon. Genius. Go on, brother.
All
Thank
right,
you.
guys. Well, hey, we'll talk soon, okay?
All
Take
right.
care. Thanks,
buddy.
everybody.
Take care.
Good night.
Bye, Shannon.
Bye.
There we go. Shannon Poe. Always great when Shannon calls in.
Exciting things.
It is a lot of exciting things. Every time Shannon
I'm
calls in,
telling
he
you.
just loads us up with all kinds of exciting news. Man, that trip sounds great, don't it, Kathleen? Whew.
Yeah. I don't know.
Mercy.
For Shad and I to go, that's like $8,000.
Holy
They're
moly.
going to Chicken Alaska.
Ain't
There
that?
is like I was saying earlier, though. I've heard of Chicken Alaska, and man, there is gold there.
Yeah, I've heard that too.
Oh,
It
yeah.
definitely is. It's like chicken eggs. That's
Yeah, it was like some names just stick in your head really,
That's one of
really
them.
good.
Yeah, I think that's one of them. Chicken
Yeah.
Alaska. It's a weird name, but it sticks. It's all.
Yeah, there were no chickens running around up there.
Nope. Nope and nope. Man, great show, guys. Yeah.
Awesome.
That was. Like I said, I always enjoy when Shannon stops by. Let me think.
Yeah. And always, I just like to say, always remember, you guys out there, if you're listening right now, if you want to join with Amber, you know what? It's tax deductible. It's a donation, and you get to do pretty much go out and hang with Shannon and people like himself. It's in there and have a good time. It's fun, and
heck yeah,
there's there's claims everywhere. Yeah, it's just it's a good and plus, you're like he said, you're helping the fight. That's what really matters.
Yeah. So check out AmericanMiningRightsAssociation.com, and you can become a member today. Very cool, right? And that's right. So, anything else we need to tell everybody, Shad, or is that about got it?
Shad?
Wake him.
Got it.
I was going to say, wake him up.
Well, I was thinking.
You was thinking?
Unless you want to, did you want to talk about, the March show coming up, the share and...
Oh, go ahead. I'll let you.
Well, on March 30th now, on Sunday, we will be having the Kellys. Chris Kelly.
Oh, wait. We'll have them the 25th, correct? The week before. Yeah, we'll have them the 25th. 30th's Friday.
I thought it was the 25th.
Yeah, that's right. I'm sorry. I'm getting
okay.
mixed up with the 18th. That's right.
Yeah.
Kathleen got you messed up with a leap year.
Sorry. Well, Kathleen's computer just shut off, so it threw me off. And Rich just dropped out and popped back on.
No worries.
So, yeah, March 25th, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Sunday. We will be having Chris Kelly and his brother, Andy Kelly, on the show from Bering Sea Gold. They're going to fill us in a little bit about their plans, their future plans, what's going on with the show, and life after the show. So it should be a pretty cool interview.
Yeah, I think that'll be a good show. We've never had them on before.
No.
And to have them two, they seem like characters. I think they'll fit right in with this bunch.
They're one of my favorite people to watch on that show.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie.
No, I agree, because you just never know where it's going. And I think
I want to see what's going to happen, and you're always rooting for Chris,
Yeah.
He's like the dreamer.
Yeah, I've already got like a lot of questions for Chris. It's like, man, So I think they'll fit in real good here with this bunch. You all right over there, Rich?
What's going on?
Rich, are you sneezing or something?
No, I'm here.
It sounds like you're going.
I was listening, and then all of a sudden, poof, it was gone. I was like, what?
Your little dot by your name, you know how it shows you online? 1 minute it's yellow, 1 minute's green, 1 minute's yellow, 1 minute's green. And then it just sounded like you was, I don't know, sniffling or something. Going,
Sniffing.
is what it sounded like. It's like, Rich, you all
I
right?
had you guys on mute the whole time, so I don't know.
Oh, no. Weird.
Oh, yeah, you weren't on mute.
No, very strange, Rich. I don't know. But, yeah, I think it'll be fun. That'll be a fun show. So we want everybody to, share that. We've been posting it on Facebook. Let's share that. Let's give them a big, warm welcome when they come, because, like I said, they've never been on the show before. Tell your family, tell your friends. Be sure to tune in for that. It's going to be great. And don't forget to join us Sunday night. We got Rich. You got Cooley's Corner this week. He didn't have it last week because we had a guest. So
Cooley's Corner.
Sunday. Be sure to tune in for that. And then all the other fun stuff that goes on Sunday nights around here. And don't forget to dress up your dredge contest. And
yeah, no doubt. You guys out there, come on, you could do something. I mean, I've got an excuse, but really not. But I'm going to try to do something.
Do something.
Yeah, those pictures in the site also. They have to be in where we're doing dress up
under
my dredge.
Post, right? Yep.
Pictures have to be entered in there so we can see them.
Yep. So we can judge them at the end of it. So have fun with
put
it.
them on the main page. It ain't gonna count. They got to be in that dress
under
my
that
dredge
post. Right.
I just got an idea.
See, there you go. Have fun with it. That's the key.
Well, it's quick and easy, and it's just gonna be masterful.
There you go.
Genius
and
and works.
Go for it, Scott. You got to, man. Have fun with it. Everybody, have fun with it. And like I said, tune in Sunday night. We've kept you long enough. We hope you enjoyed the show. I want to thank the crew for being here. Dennis, we're sorry you had to work. You missed a good show. And till Sunday, we're out of here, everybody. Have a great week.
Good night, gold diggers.
Good night, everyone.
Be sure to tune in next Sunday at 7:30 for another great show. For updates and more info, please go to www.prospectorsradio.com.